see. Good?
Yeah, good. Nice, man.
Just hear that.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon and welcome to a major press conference. But before we get started, on behalf of Eddie Hearn for Matchroom Boxing, DAZN, Sky Sports, Ring Magazine, DeBella Entertainment, the WBSS, I just want to express all of our condolences and just heartbreak for Patrick Day. And words just can't tell us how gutted everyone is over this tragedy, and our heartfelt condolences to his family, and rest in peace, Patrick. So in his honor, we'll continue and go on with what we have coming up this Saturday. So ladies and gentlemen, Saturday night at the O2 Arena here in London, another great evening of world-class professional boxing, all brought to you by Eddie Hearn for Matchroom Boxing, and culminating with a super card that night, culminating with a spectacular event for the WBSS, the World Boxing Super Series. You can see the Muhammad Ali trophy here. That contest will be a combined, unified two world champions fighting each other, one of those rare moments that we have when two world champions get in the ring, put their titles on the line, and this time it'll be for the WBSS, the World Boxing Super Series, unification of world titles for the Muhammad Ali Championship trophy over here. So here to get things started, representing the WBSS, here is Mr. Kalle Sauerland.
Good afternoon, London. It's great to be here. This is it. This is the final, the super lightweight final for the Muhammad Ali trophy. Very honored to be sitting up here with two great athletes, warriors, fighters, fighting for the greatest prize in boxing. The real winner, the winner of this will be the best man in that division. We saw it in season one with Usyk. We saw it in season one with Callum Smith. And these guys have got here not because we put them together in a great fight. They got here because they fought the best to be in the final, and on Saturday we will see the best versus the best to find out who the man to beat at this weight class is. In a day and age of so many titles and so many confusions in this sport, it's nice to have a simplistic and not too complicated system of a quarterfinal, a semi-final, and a final. We've had some dramatic fights up to this point. We've had great semi-finals with both Prograis and Taylor becoming world champions, and now we have it here on Saturday in what we believe is one of the best stages in world boxing, having seen so many great fights here over the years at the O2. And Saturday night is about the best versus the best. I said it before, the caviar of boxing. These guys have put it all on the line for us. They didn't need to go into this tournament. There was plenty of opportunities outside the tournament, but they wanted to put their nuts on the line. They wanted to go into this and show us that they want it. Prograis, great credit to him that he's here. Great credit to Taylor that he's here. They fought the best, and we're looking very forward to seeing the Champions League final of boxing on Saturday night. And it's great to be in London. It's great to be working with Matchroom, with Eddie, with Sky to put it on this thing, on this platform, and also, of course, our partners DAZN in the US. With that, over to you, Eddie.
Thank you, Kalle, and thank you for bringing this event to London, to the UK. It's quite a unique setup to team up with a Matchroom card, a Sky Sports box office card, but it's worked so well. I mean, what a card on Saturday night. Obviously, the likes of Conor Benn, Lawrence Okoli going for the European title against Yves Ngannou with Shane McGuigan in his corner. Brilliant domestic battle with Ricky Burns against Lee Selby. Mouth-watering heavyweight clash between Derek Chisora and David Price, and then headlined by this amazing fight. One of the great things about the World Boxing Super Series is not only are we getting the best versus the best, but we're getting it very quickly. You know, I have to be honest, if I was promoting Josh Taylor after that great win in Glasgow, I would have probably taken a couple of easy defences. I don't mind saying it. But the great thing about the tournament for the fans is that doesn't happen. They go straight into a unification match. I think the best fight in the 140-pound division. Both these guys coming off stunning wins. You know, Regis looked great in his win over Kirill Relic, and I was up in Scotland, lucky enough to see Josh Taylor's great performance against Barancic, winning the IBF world title. Of course, the Ali Trophy on the line, but also the 2 World Championship belts of both men and the vacant Ring Magazine belt as well. So whether you feel that the World Championships or the Ali Trophy or the Ring Magazine belts carry the most weight in boxing, they're all on the line in this one. So everyone should be happy that we're getting the best versus the very best of the 2 guys. And, you know, I've not got any association with them, so I get to sit there as a fan and just watch a brilliant fight. Regis Prograis is a guy that's been talked about in the States for a long, long time. Lou DiBella has been blowing the horn of Regis Prograis. Incredible story from New Orleans. We know he's extremely popular out there. And Josh Taylor, who, again, has gone sometimes quietly on his route to the top and just exploded onto the scene with brilliant world-class performances. I really believe that both guys have an opportunity to become standout stars on Saturday night at the O2. We're going to have over 15,000 people packed into the arena. The atmosphere is going to be incredible. Of course, as always, we're live and exclusive on Sky Sports and Sky Sports box office on Saturday. We thank our partners, DAZN, in the States. And to these 2, I just wish you the very best. 2 great guys. We want to thank Regis and his team for coming over 3 weeks early. The amount of media you've done is incredible. Thanks to Sam and Peter Berg and all their team. And, of course, thanks to Josh, Shane McGuigan, Cyclone as well. Great job. Great fight. I can't see anything but this being a Fight of the Year contender. We've been lucky enough to have 2 Fight of the Year contenders already in October with Gennady Golovkin and Sergey Derevenchenko, and then Lewis Ritz and Robbie Davis in Newcastle next week. This can only be a Fight of the Year contender, and we can't wait on Saturday night. I'm going to pass over to our broadcast partner, head of boxing for Sky Sports, Adam Smith.
Thanks, Eddie. I echo your words and Callers as well. It's wonderful to have these 2 fighting at the O2. It's a perfect finale to what's been an incredible series. And as you mentioned, Calais, about Callum Smith and Alexander Usyk, look at their positions now in world boxing. The winner of this on Saturday, and who can pick who it will be, is going to be in a phenomenal position. I think Josh Taylor and Regis Prograis they're wonderful fighters, and I agree with Eddie. I thank their teams for making this happen, making it so easy for us. Tip-top, terrific night from the card at right down at the bottom, all the way through. Some wonderful fights, and we'll talk about that in the other press conference. But I want to bring Regis's team in first. My good friend Lou DiBella. Our thoughts, like Michael said, are with the family and you guys and the friends of Patrick Day. Terrible, terrible news. I know it's been a really tough week for you, so it's good to see you here. I know you're very excited about Regis, but it's been a difficult one for you to deal with.
You know, when you see something like happened to Patrick Day happen, you realize just how much we have to appreciate the men and women that walk into that ring for our entertainment and the risks they take to entertain us. And a perfect example of that, one of the best examples, is coming this Saturday night, when literally the 2 best 140-pounders in the world are going to meet in the final of the World Boxing Super Series. And I have nothing but respect for Josh Taylor. You're not going to hear me say a negative word about his team. I've long believed that the 2 best 40-pounders in the world are Regis and Josh. I think on Saturday night, Regis is going to prove that he is the number 1 40-pounder in the world, and Josh is number 2. Josh's team feels differently, and time will tell. At this moment in time, it's hard for me to be as enthusiastic as I might otherwise be, but I'll tell you that I am expecting a great sporting event, a great boxing match, and the best of what our sport can offer on Saturday night. And my greatest wish for both these guys, other than for a Regis Prograis win, which I do anticipate, but my greatest wish is that they both leave after a great effort where they gave everything they have and they go home healthy to their families. And that's what it's all about. I want to thank Regis for being here for the last 3 weeks. I think that he has a tremendous sense of history and of our sport. And it's, you know, if you follow boxing, you realize it's becoming, like, for an American, is a little
I'm normal. I'm a home fighter or something. You know, of course, it'll be different in the O2, but right now, I'm comfortable. That's the main reason I came over here, is just to be comfortable, and that's what I feel. I just feel all comfort right now. So, and the 3 weeks was, you know, it was a great thing for me to come over here for 3 weeks, because I got adjusted to the time, the weather, the food, the culture, the people, everything. And so, like I said, now I'm very comfortable here, and that's the main reason I came, just to be comfortable, and that's what I feel, all comfort.
You've got a great backstory, you've got a great personality, but it all goes out of the window Saturday night. It's all about what happens in the ring. How highly do you rate Josh Taylor? Do you believe he's every bit as good as you in some departments?
I don't think he's better than me in nothing, but he's good. I feel like I always felt like that. You know, when we had the parents, I felt like it was gonna be me and him. And even before the tournament started, I felt like Josh Taylor is the best in the world at 140 pounds after me, and I'm gonna prove it on Saturday. I feel like this fight, it won't change nothing.
Do you think he does anything better than you?
Nah, no. He's taller, he's longer, and like I've been saying, you know, even if he is taller, that's a fact. He is longer than me, that's a fact. Does he hit harder? Okay, maybe not. Is he faster? Okay, maybe not. Does he have a better chin? Maybe not. But even if he had all those things, all those advantages over me, I still think he can't beat me. That's how confident I am in myself, because you can have all that stuff, and I still feel like the Taylor tape never mattered. You can have all that stuff. Right? That don't matter. Only thing matters is this here and this here, and the heart and the boxing IQ. And I feel like mine is just so high. I feel I can do anything in the ring. I can do so many different things. I'm so versatile in the ring, and I think that'll be the difference.
You heard Shane. He said his man is the complete fighter. What are the weaknesses, though?
He gets hit. That's the main thing. Josh has been hurt. We saw it. He's been hurt against Baranchek. He's been hurt against Postal. None of those fighters are not punchers like me. They're not sharp like me. They're not fast like me. They're not crisp like me, and they don't have the timing like I do. So, if he got hurt from those fighters, then just imagine what's gonna happen with me. But even with me saying that, I'm still not banking on that. Like I expect Josh to be way better than he was with Postal. I expect him to be way better than he was with Baranchek, because that's what I expect them to do. After the fight in Scotland, I went and I told him, I said, look, you can't get hit like that by me, because he had a big gash over his eye from Baranchek. I said, look, you can't do that same thing with me, because if you do that, if you get hit with those same punches by me, you're gonna get hurt way more than you was with Baranchek. So I expected him and his team to go in the gym and work on those things, and that's what I think they did. They went and they worked on those things, worked on defense, worked on everything they need to work on. So I'm not even, like I said, expecting him to be the same fighter he was against those fighters. I'm not worried about that. Like, I don't study fighters. That's just not what I do. I fight the person that's gonna be in front of me when I fight them. I'm not going on your past. I'm only going on the present.
Let's flip it over straight away to Josh. Your thoughts to what Regis was saying there, first off?
I didn't think he was going to stop talking there. Fuck me, you can talk. Listen, it's all smoke and wind. I'm going in there to do a job on Saturday. I really believe I can lay him out cold on Saturday. And I just want to get in there and get it done now.
Like Shane, you believe you can knock him out Saturday?
100% I believe I can knock him out, yeah.
What about what he's saying about the fact you get hit a little too much, that there are weaknesses? What would your response be to Regis?
Well, obviously, every fighter looks at another fighter and sees chinks, thinks that he's chinks. So, yeah, he's going to have thoughts that he thinks he's going to win and going to do whatever, but it's just not going to happen. It's just not going to happen on Saturday. I'm going in there to do a job. I'm in the best shape I've ever been in. Switched on. I know he's a good fighter. He's a world champion. So all these belts on the line is going to bring the best out of me. So, yeah, he's going to get it on Saturday night, yeah.
I'll ask you the same question. Do you think he does anything better than you do in the ring?
No, I don't think he does anything better than me. No, he's got good timing. He's got good movement, good head movement. But again, he's had 24 fights, 24 wins against nobody. He's not fought anybody. He's not fought anybody that's been in there to win and go in there to hurt him and go in there to rip his belts off him. He's not fought against any real live opponents who's hungry like him and wants more success. So he's in for a hard night on Saturday.
He
sounds
can't
like-
hurt nobody if he can't touch him. Of course people want to hurt me. Of course
I'm
my
not going to be
fighters want
touching you,
try
son. I'm
beat
going to
me
be
up. They
fucking
want
flying
to.
you.
They want to try to hit me, but they can't. Of course you think people they come in there and lose. They don't come in there and lose. They come in to try to beat me up. That's what we signed a contract for. We come in to beat the other
Padded
person
record.
up. But they couldn't.
Padded record.
That's the difference.
Padded record against bin men or something like that.
What? I didn't understand what you said.
I know you don't understand. I know you don't understand. Take your glasses off. You're inside, you fucking wanker.
I'll take them off for the face off. I'll take them
Listen
off for
down
the
outside.
face
You've
off.
got your sunglasses on. Take them off.
I'll take them off for the face off.
Josh, do you think that your experience as an amateur, you're a wonderful pedigree that you bring to the ring, and also your size in this fight? You're a slight betting underdog, I was told yesterday. Do you think that helps you in this fight, your size and your experience, if you are both as skilled as each other?
Yeah, I've got less experience in terms of numbers of fights, but I believe I've got the more experience. I've fought the better opposition. I've had a great amateur career. I've been all over the world. I've seen every kind of style has been thrown at me. So I believe I've got the better experience and more experience, and yeah, I feel ready. Yeah.
And there's a bit of needle here, isn't there? There has been ever since the fight was announced.
I'm just ready to fight. I'm just ready to fight.
And for you, Regis, is it just about fighting?
Yeah.
Just about winning?
That's all. We here for the belts. We here for the money. That's what we here for. The best, and to prove that me, it's not even about that. It's to prove that I'm the best. That's the main thing. You know, I had a hard upbringing as far as this boxing stuff is concerned, and I always want to prove I'm the best. I always had a chip on my shoulder since I started. You know, I felt like it wasn't a lot of people believed in me, and now, you know, I'm here, and I feel like I'm still number one, but I always have a chip on my shoulder. I still have to prove something.
What would it mean to you Saturday night if you can win this whole series, the Muhammad Ali Trophy, the number one fighter at your weight in the world, after all you've been through?
I mean, it's everything. You know, it's like a storybook. You know, because you know I used to fight for free. You know, as a professional, I used to be fight. I really used to fight for free, and you know, to be where I'm at right now is through all hard work and believing in myself, and it'll be everything.
Josh, you've taken accolades in the amateurs. You've won your world title already at home. Wonderful scenes, singing afterwards as well. What will Saturday night mean to you? Is this the real launch of you as a star in the sport?
I believe so, yeah. I believe this is the coming out party. Everybody's going to know who I am over here and over in America after this fight, after I've taken care of him on Saturday. Got these belts, and on to bigger and better things, and I can't wait.
Finally, Regis, a prediction. What happens Saturday night?
I'm going to whoop him.
And Josh?
Same thing. I'm going to whoop his ass.
Let's bring it on, Eddie.
Thanks, guys. We're going to have a head-to-head here, and then they've got the undercard press conference coming up shortly. Thank you.
Down here or keep
That's fine. Yeah, put it on there.
One of the glamorous jobs, isn't it? guys, go to that route, we'll tick off Sky and the main guys.